Hey, what it do? What's up? Your girl G here. Welcome back to my channel, you guys. Now look, I know this review is coming a little bit late, but I had some family come in town. My sister came in town and everything. So, it's just a little bit delayed. But honestly, this episode kind of was a little bit of a filler. Like it was, but wasn't like a lot to really talk about. Okay, so I don't want to waste no time. Let's go ahead and get into it. If you're new to your girl's channel, hey, how you doing? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It is free 99. Okay, it's not gonna touch your bank account. You ain't gotta worry about it being like Cashapp, where shoot out of nowhere you got $7.99 missing. Okay, it's none of that. All right, so yeah, just hit that like button as well too. When you like it, hit that thumbs up. It does your girl wonders. Okay, when it comes to the algorithm, and it's really appreciated. All right, so let's go ahead and get into Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, you guys. Where did we open up with this episode? Bambi and Sierra. So first of all, Bambi has been turning out looks. Okay, Bambi has been looking too good this season. But she meets up with Sierra, and essentially, when Bambi and Amy Lucci were going back and forth, Sierra still found it like she still had a little bit of loyalty to Bambi, because every time Amy was taking shots at Bambi, she stood up and was like, "Girl, chill out. Like, Rashida, girl, put your dog on a leash. Like, chill out." And so Bambi realized, like, as much as we fight, we still friends at the end of the day. So they essentially just apologized to each other. Bambi apologized for not being there for Sierra when she was in the hospital. But Sierra, we're gonna need to tell the truth now, because I think what happened was, y'all, with that whole hospital situation, because from what I'm hearing, she was supposed to promote that numbing cream. And I think what happened was, it started out as promotion. Ooh, I'm gonna show y'all how good this numbing cream work. And then shit got real. That's what I think happened. I think it started out as a promotion, and then 24 hours later, her leg was on fire after the numbing cream wore off, and stuff started happening. And then you're getting upset at people for not taking it for a serious thing. But you even, from what I recall in the first episodes, when everyone was like, "Oh, girl, I thought you was just trying to promote your stuff. Like, are you still selling them?" She's like, "Well, yeah, I'm still doing that." And so when she said that, she was like sitting on the couch. So I really feel like it started out as promotion, and then she got real, and then Sierra sitting there wondering, like, "Oh, why ain't nobody like call and check in on me? People thought you was trying to sell this numbing cream. That's why." But Bambi was like, "Yeah, girl, I just was in my own, space or whatever. So my B." And so she also wants to check on Sierra, because y'all know Sierra, her mama, her sisters stay getting into it. And Bambi's close with the family. She just like, I don't like that. Let's find a way to get this situation fixed. So Spice, Jessica, and Chaotic. I love Chaotic and Jessica for the comedic relief. I know Jessica is crazy in all the right ways to me. Like, she is the girl that's so pretty, but she's crazy, And that's what Jessica is. I bet that snatch, okay, is all types of having to do with be goo goo gaga, okay? It's giving, crazy girl, good coochie. That's what it's giving. And so she got her leg all up on the table, and Chaotic, you can tell he trying not to look, but he looking. And Spice like, "Girl, cat, get your leg up off of here." Like, and Jessica is horny, okay? She's trying to get here from the bike, the side, the front. She is horny, okay? And also, too, at the party, she put her arm around Chaotic. Is giving real. Her and Chaotic could be sneaky links, okay? But nonetheless, they're just in there talking about the album. They weren't in there with Spice at that time. It was just Chaotic, Shekinah, and Jessica. And I think they were just talking about everything that was happening with the album. Shekinah trying to do her background vocals and stuff like that. But the main gist of that scene is Chaotic is trying not to let his intrusive thoughts win when it comes to Jessica. So speaking of intrusive thoughts, Ashley and Zane. Every time I see Ashley, my intrusive thoughts. Ashley. And Ashley, I really know, I can tell you're a sweet girl. I tell You're the type of girl that dudes get with because they know you are the loyal, nice, sweet, accompanying type. You're willing to put up with the shit out of a sake of it being like being a good woman, quote unquote. And Zane, here he comes with this piss poor apology. This man got some dollar store balloons, dollar store picnic blanket, and he keeps pulling this game of like, you know, I didn't lie, but I did, you know, there was some information that I you know, left out when it came to Ashley. Zane is one of those that his lie. What is this? I'm sorry, y'all. Somebody pulled up on my driveway. Okay. Did my brother got somebody come here? What was I talking about? Damn, what was I talking about, y'all? Zane. So Zane, he basically is giving. He's one of those dudes that he feel like he didn't lie because he omitted information. No, you lied. You doing this? I can't remember. And then he's one of those dudes who figured out like I can just joke my way ha ha out of it. I can just make her laugh a little bit, do a cute little yang yang yang, and we all know sometimes humor as girls, like humor is a weakness, right? If you can make a girl laugh, as they say, if you make her giggle, you can make the cheese jiggle, and it is a weakness for a lot of women. And so he kind of plays into that dumb, you know, like, ooh, me, like, I didn't lie, like, I should have told you the information, but I forgot. Like, no, you didn't. So she told her to let that measly ass balloon go though. So she said, that's how I feel about your apology. And then her confession, but I might have came in a little bit strong, but I'm just so pissed off that like he didn't tell me these things because at the end of the day they affect me. And I'm still confused as to why, okay, if this girl Michelle told you it wasn't your baby, why did you feel the obligation to need to take care of the son? Okay, it's not your fault. Like, it's oh, it's FedEx, y'all. I was tripping. I was looking like, is it this truck that pulled up? It's FedEx. I don't remember ordering nothing, but whatever pop up, I'll see in a second. So Ashley having to deal with Zane in this situation. Zane, I'm just confused because like Michelle, her having a baby with another, like that has nothing in connection to you. Yeah, you might have thought it was your baby at first, or you like had no questions about it, but why wasn't it just simply a DNA test? Why didn't you want to do a DNA test to make sure without a shadow of doubt it was yours? Like in the very beginning, it didn't have to be all of this, which is making me feel like he low-key deep down felt like that baby was his. I really feel like he thought that baby was his. And so it's like, let me just go ahead and put my last name on it. But in reality, you know, it possibly is a chance that it ain't yours, but you just didn't want to take the risk. So it's easy for you to sit there and come up with some BS like, well, it ain't mine, but I'll let her put the last name on it versus, oh, you really had a baby outside your situation. But nonetheless, y'all, Ashley and him, she fall for it. He do some little stepmama blues ass song with his guitar. And it was just like, oh, stepmama blues. And I'm like, the reason she got blues is because of you. Like, she wouldn't have none of these stepmama blues if it wasn't for you. So you trying to make a joke out of the shit that I have an issue with. That's what I'm talking about. Like, Ashley, I'm gonna need you to keep your foot on his neck, okay? Not give in so easily, but she is just so stuck with the idea of being with this man. She been with him all this time. Then she also has this like facade in her mind of like, okay, it's Zane. I'm sure his feel like, okay, Zane got some type of, I don't know, pull or clout, but it's like, no, this ain't the 2000s, Ashley, okay? But moving on, what else happened after that? So Spice is in the studio, okay? Do you rap or do you tweet? I can't tell. Get in the booth, bitch. Okay, and that's what in the booth Ashley did. Okay, not Ashley. Amy did. So Amy in there going off, got shots fired, and Spice over there like Spice. Why are you acting and I'm glad Sierra really like took off on Spice at the end, because Spice, we're not gonna sit here and act like what you doing ain't messy, all right? So now she's sitting there asking Amy all of these questions and whatnot about the album, and girl, you taking shots at Bambi and Sierra, like what's going on? And she was like, cause she was my old boo. She's like, oh, leftovers, that's what you meant? She's like, yes. And everybody's still having the same thought process of like, Amy, this was 10 years ago. And here's the thing too, Amy. If you or Bambi were texting, because I remember I said, she's like, me and Bambi were texting, we were building a friendship, or at least so I thought. So here's the thing, Amy. If you felt like you were building a friendship with Bambi, how about you have a grown-up ass conversation with her and say that? And go to her and be like, well, you know what, Bambi? I kind of did feel some type of way because, from my point of view, I thought we were building a friendship. Maybe, I misread the situation. And you would have a grown ass conversation with Bambi, because, cool, feel some type of way. But to be constantly putting 20 on 10 as if this is just like you and Bambi was friends, like since high school, and she knew the dude, like when you were back dating him, it ain't none of that. Like, and it ain't even cute like that anyways. Like, he ain't even giving like all that. Like, you putting way too much dip on your chin when it comes to this nigga, okay? But for me, it's just kind of like, Amy, you really could have sat down with Bambi, just be like, you know what, I ain't gonna lie, I kind of was, taken back, Bambi. I was a little low-key shocked, like a little heads up would have been cute, and then had Bambi, whatever with her, response would have been, you would have known how to move forward, going like according to that. So it's just like so immature the way Amy is handling this situation, and I'm really upset because, man, I effed with Amy when she first came on. I really did. And she's beautiful. The bone structure, like, Amy is gorgeous. Like, you are too pretty to be doing this. And then the shit was Scrappy. She's sitting there asking Spice, oh, what's Scrappy? What he talking about? What his songs giving? Are they giving, ATL? Are they giving, a little slow jam? And so she like, what you mean? And Amy just over there like, like giggling about Scrappy. And Spice over there drinking her drink, like looking at her like, and Amy's like, yep, all the way down the cup, drink it down. I sure am, he's single, I'm single. And I'm like, girl, now you doing the same exact thing that you blaming Bambi for. And it's even worse for you because this is a situation that is fresh. She just divorced this man. She just left this man. And it wasn't just some like bullshit relationship. They were married. They got kids together. Like, clearly, I don't know. I don't know if she's fighting for a storyline this season or if she's getting hyped up by the producers in the back. And I really hope that's not what's happening. Like, people, when y'all get on these shows, of course, we know there's producers' pets, but there's a certain way to give the producers what they want without giving the producers what they want. Like, don't make yourself a fool for these producers, because depending on what the viewers' response is, if you out there doing shit for the producers and then the viewers clock out, your check is gonna clock out too. You gonna get that pink slip, okay? And it's given, Amy, if you keep it this way, you getting a pink slip, because people is falling off of you, including me. But moving on. So Sierra, her mama, Bambi, and her mama, they go to the, little counseling session. And essentially, they both have feelings about their mom not really showing support, not really showing loyalty. Bambi, I agree with Bambi in this situation, because she was telling Sierra, she's like, my mom nice to him and everything, but like, I feel some type of way because these people really were trying to drag me to hell. And they were. At one point, remember, it was Scrappy, it was Erica, it was Diamond, it was Mama D. Like, we all remember they was on Bambi's ears, and she was not giving that energy back to them in the way that was like they was coming for her. And it's even more crazy because the way Mama D was going after Bambi for saying this, oh, you trying to a down Scrappy. You trying to make him look like a bad dad. You trying to, basically put all his business out there and talk smack about him and lie on him. But then now you come on to this season, and when this man want to do business, you literally say to your own son, sir, I'm not going to do business with you. Erica, I don't know if you should do business with Scrappy because he don't know how to pay his motherfucking pussy bill, okay? But Bambi received all that flame from you. You really were trying to roast her over your son that you know the shit was true. But her mama, and she's like, all this was happening to me, but my mama got the nerve to be talking on the phone with Scrappy, talking about, hey son, and going to pick up his medication because he got asthma. Mama, he is a grown ass man. Why are you sitting there acting like you need to go get his medication? She talking about, he got asthma. I don't want him to have an attack with the kids. At this point, Scrappy deserve a little, okay? He need a little hurt in his chest. And the reason his kids is in this situation because he didn't want to pay his pussy bill, okay? Bambi literally, your daughter had to literally pick up and go in the middle of the night because this man wasn't covering his bill, ma'am. Talking about, you want to ride it out woman like Kirk and Rashida. That's the real reason Scrappy is pissed off, because he saw what was going on with Kirk and Rashida. He saw what was going on with Kendra and Jock. He sees what's going on with Yandy and Medicis. And he really convinced himself he had that in Bambi. And when Bambi hit him with the Uno reverse, like, nigga, you thought, now you upset. Like, she really doesn't have a reason to be leaving your ass. But mama, also too, he got a mama. Let Mama D pick up his asthma medication. What the, like mama, come on now. I would be upset too. Like, I'm your daughter. You sitting talking about, hey son, here's your asthma medication. Mama, if you don't stop. So then Sierra and her mama, y'all know, another social media situation. Sierra's sisters, there's always this ebb and flow with Sierra and her sisters. And this time the mom got involved and spoke, ill of Sierra. And Sierra's like, I'm not understanding, like, you my mama. And this ain't the first time Clauderia did this. First of all, the name Clauderia is crazy. I went to school with a girl, I remember their names. Her name was Carmesia. I knew a Carmesia. I knew a Sequinice. I was like, when I read her name on the paper, y'all, I said, Sequence? Her name was Sequinice. I said, Sequinice, god dang. I went to school with a tequila, and she was big too, short and round, and she used to follow people in her class on her titties like this. But I tell you, the names in my school was madness. But yeah, so Clauderia was going in on her, and the mama felt like, okay, I'm gonna join in and get my little jab in. And to be a mom and do that, like, come on now. And I really feel like subconsciously the sisters be going after Sierra because of the position that she in. I really feel like also too, the mama is going after her because she feels some type of way about Sierra constantly bringing up the fact that she was a bad mom. Here's the thing about parents. This whole thing, she made it seem like I was just so horrible, like I was so bad. When kids bring up the issues in which you did wrong as a parent, because kids are not asking you to be perfect parents. There's no such thing as a perfect parent. What kids are asking you to do is acknowledge when you F up. That's it. That's it. And mama, you really don't want to address the fact that you was out here strung out, falling behind some man, getting your ass knocked between a washer and a dryer, and you got a daughter watching that. Sierra can't stay her ass alone for 10 minutes. She constantly got a nigga. And I'm sure growing up, that was the same situation that you was in, constantly having a nigga in and out the house. And Sierra was watching that. Not to mention the fact that they were very aggressive domestic relationships. So as a mom, you need to apologize to your daughters for that and stop taking it as a like, oh, why she make it seem like I was just a terrible mom. You got to be careful of the role that you play in people's lives. And so the mom basically was like, oh, well, I did say stuff, but the only reason I did is because I felt like she was hyping her daughter up to go after her aunties. It's her daughter. Why would her daughter not feel the need to defend her mama? And then even if that was the case, that's wrong. So like if you felt like that was the thing, you as the mama and that be your grandchild, you be like, stay in a child's place, one. And two, you sit your daughters down and cut it the fuck out. You don't add to the mess. Like, you could tell, and even Sierra was like, my mama, she like sort of kind of admitted, but it always is a but. It can never just be, I'm sorry. And that is the essence of a lot of parents. It's always the, I'm sorry, but, you know, don't make me seem like I was just such a horrible mom. Okay, nobody's asking, you're not going to be a perfect parent, okay? Nobody's telling you to get it right all the time. But in the moments in which you get it wrong, you have to address those with your kids. Because they do see it. Not only do they see it, they experience it, okay? In the ways in which you are wrong, they experience that. And if you want to be a good parent, as you like to say, oh, don't make me seem like such a bad parent. If you want to be a good parent acknowledges where they fall short. Moving on. So, I think this was the party now. I'm trying to think if I missed anything before the party. No, I don't think so. So we get to the party. Kirk, he upset because him and Rashida, they showed up separately. He is still trying to, oh, Jasmine trying to F up my household. I can't even talk to my wife. Yeah. So he's sitting down with Mendici talking about, oh, Mendici's, you know, shoot, I know it's messed up. Shoot, why she bringing you into this? You are messing up my household, and now she brought you into it. I'm like, I mean, did she really bring him into it? Because I feel like you out of anything really was like kind of putting that out there. Because Rashida was on your ass, you had to have that conversation with her. You the one who brought him in DC's. Am I tripping? Which y'all drop down in the comments. Who do y'all feel like was bringing Mendicis into it more, Jasmine or Kirk? So Mendicis, he's like, yo, like, like, don't be trying to come on me or whatever. So he called Yandy over because Kirk is like, yeah, you know, you felt so way about Yandy coming at her. So he called Yandy over, and Kirk is like, yeah, you know, Jasmine's constantly bringing about how, you know, oh, Mendicis, he stopped by the bar without his ring on. And so Yandy was like, you went to her bar? He was like, I didn't even know it was her bar. Like, I just went in for a drink. And Yandy still feeling like, this is why you're asking me to ring, because I'm constantly have to deal with these situations because you don't want to walk out here like a married man. And so Mendici was like, man, I didn't even say nothing if I did say something to her, it was only about what drink I wanted. And the way Yandy, I don't know if it was just me, but the way Yandy cut him off so quick after that comment of, oh, you know, if I did say anything, you know, it was just for the drink that I wanted. I felt like she was cutting him off before he started saying some more dumb shit. Like, I feel like she was trying to cut him off before that. And it's very obvious Mendici wants to leave this relationship, but he's not going to do it because he knows social media will be on his ears after this woman done spent 5 years working and doing everything, putting money on your books just so you can have ramen noodle ho-ho cakes. Okay? 5 years. Mendici ain't filing. He doing everything to push for Yandy to do it. But the problem is Yandy ain't gonna do it because she knows how dumb her ass would look for doing all that and then not being with this man no more. So she ain't trying to file for divorce either. Like, so look like we had to stand still with y'all too. But Spice, you know, the party's cute. It's like a little Western theme. Amy looks cute. Like I said, I just be so upset because Amy, oh, girl, we were rooting for you.
I was rooting for you. We were all rooting for you. How dare you?
So Spice performs her song, you know, going, bouncing ass on the, she came in on a horse. And so she's talking about, oh, you know, everybody talking about the album. You know, I'm producing this Love and Hip Hop album. And, you know, a lot of people say they want to be honest, but I don't know if they should. And Amy was like, and don't. She put the Cardi with an and don't. And I'm like, Amy, stop it. Like, stop. And so, Spice, once again, being messy, Amy said her and Scrappy go together. When I tell you Scrappy was like his face was so just dumbfounded, and he's like, I ain't did nothing with her. Like, it's clear y'all might have been doing a little key just a little messaging, a little like here, a little like there, a little comment here, a little comment there. But Amy doing the like Spice, I'm like, oh, y'all go together. And it's like, I didn't say we go together, like, you know, like Sexy Red. Go together, tell them we go together. We go together, tell them we go together. Okay? But nonetheless, Scrappy was confused, okay? All type of confusion, okay? So Spice go over there like, you messing with Amy. Even Shekinah was like, you gonna mess with her like Scrappy? Come on now, you fucking everybody. He's like, I ain't even this girl. Like, I don't know, but I mean, I'm flattered, you know, like, I ain't even know, but you know, Scrappy will take anything at this point because he's looking for any type of validation that he can get at this moment. So a woman like Amy, even though it's Chaotic's boo-boo bestie, niggas don't have no loyalty, even to their friends. So Shekinah goes over to, or Chaotic walks up, and he's like, man, you know, you ain't gotta say nothing. Shekinah's like, what? Amy trying to kill him. And Chaotic was like, you know, she just said, you know, and so Chaotic was like, you know, I ain't even gonna point at the woman because at the end of the day, like, that's my homeboy. So if you know that's where I've been, like, as my homeboy, I got expectations for you. This is why Chaotic stopped with your ass, Scrappy, because he tried to help you, one, put ducats in your pocket when it came to that little show and everything with Zeus or whatever network that was. Then you didn't want to work and do that. Then you want to take it out on him, how your life is going. That man done let you sleep in his apartment when your ass was homeless, okay? Because we all know you didn't have nowhere to go after you and Bambi broke up. That man let you sleep at his house. I don't know how you got this new house that you got. Whoever signed helped you with the lease. Nonetheless, Chaotic trying to act like it's not gonna bother him, but it very much is gonna bother him. And then I think Chaotic, you know, he was trying to, I feel like he low-key was trying to get back at Scrappy, or just kind of hit him with a little, you know, because he's like, well, shoot, Bambi basically was throwing ass at me talking about, when I felt like it was a little jokey joke, but she was like, well, oh, did you pass out because of all this ass? Like, I took it as just kind of like a flippant little joke, but Bambi, Scrappy's like, yeah, I heard about Bam, you know, she's single, but I hear how she is out in the streets, you know, throwing it at everybody, shoot, if that's what she want to do. Man, anyways, so Amy is talking with Spice and Rashida, and Spice basically asks, like, so do you want to do this song? Like, are you sure? And Amy stands on business. She performed the song, y'all. She going, da-da-da-da-da, you know, bitches want to come for me, leftovers, da-da-da-da-da, put your L's up, you know, and she talking about hit it with the fight with the Bam Bam, you know, something in a Stilla. And Sierra over there like supporting her friend. Shoot, she going. Everybody looking at Sierra like, bitch, you don't hear the lyrics? I think Sierra was a little tipsy and just in her zone and trying to support her friend. And then when she said, oh, with bitches with the lip filler, she finally clicked like, I know this did not. And so now she looking at Spice like, Spice, you messy. Like, you real messy for that. You know that. And Spice want to sit there and she was trying to hide behind the veil of, I'm just a producer. I'm just a producer. Don't get mad at me. I produced the album. Like, Spice, come on now. Come on now. And you would sit there and tell that lie like you didn't know about it. I'm glad they did that flashback, but you knew about it. And even if you want to pull the, I'm just a producer, you know, if she's writing this album, if you ride with Sierra in any type of way, you would have gave her a heads up. You would have gave her a heads up. Not to mention, I do feel like Spice lets people take shots at Sierra that, cause she don't like Sierra. I'm convinced that like she deep down really don't like Sierra, because if you really ride with somebody, you wouldn't sit there and be like, oh, you gonna talk about my friend like that? Matter of fact, I know what Spice is. Spice is the girl that she your friend, but if she's in a group of other women and they talk shit about you, she the one that don't say nothing. She the one that just let the girls talk shit about you. Like, that's the energy that Spice is giving. So Sierra's walking out and Spice is following her like, you wrong, Sierra. You wrong, Sierra. She's like, no, Spice, you wrong. Like, Spice, you wrong. That's fucked up. Like, for you to do that to me, like, that's fucked up. And it's just kind of like, I'm on Sierra with this one, y'all. I feel like Spice, one, is being messy, and two, you not being real about that album situation and Amy coming after her. Amy, you stuck on this. I'm glad Jessica was like, you know, this really is an easy fix, but At this point, Amy is just, you know, obsessed with Bambi at this moment. And obsessed she is. Doing everything to talk about Bambi. Like, girl, if we had to take a shot every time you said Bambi this season, bitch, we would be in the hospital for alcohol poisoning. But yeah, you guys, that was Love and Hip Hop. Y'all drop down in the comments and tell me what you think about the episode. What y'all think about Ashley taking Zane back and, you know, the whole situation. What y'all believe in regards to that being his baby or not. When it comes to this album, do y'all feel like Spice is wrong for like not saying anything to Sierra? Is it fair for Amy to have these lyrics and things like that? When it comes to the album, I feel like, cool, do you know, you gonna write these lyrics and everything like that. But there is a way to curtail Amy being able to, if she want to do her disses and still not just being like blatantly like disregarding your friends, especially if you still considering putting her on the album, Spice. And yeah, what you guys think about Amy and Scrappy? Here's Scrappy, he go over to Amy because they was flirting in the thing. Cause she's like, where you going? He just kind of turned like, Scrappy was just so dumbfounded with this. So she's like, what's going on? And they were kind of like flirting or whatever. And Rashida and Spice was over there just looking in the distance. And he basically was like, you know, let's go do something. You know, let's just go on a little fun date. You know, let's just go out and have fun. And he had a confession about, you know, Amy, she real cool and everything. You know, we could just be friends. We can figure it out. It's given friends with benefits. It's given it's given you was going to take Diamond's position. Now that Diamond is off getting married, you going to fulfill Diamond's position. And then, not to mention, Spice told her about how Erica and him was, you know, back bonding and stuff like that. And you was just over there siding with Erica at the party where she was talking about no side chicks. And you was just sitting beside her. So who really the fake one? Amy? Like, Amy, I'm so disappointed. Ugh. But yeah, you guys, y'all drop in the comments. Make sure to follow me on Instagram and Twitter. And I will catch y'all hoes later. Deuces.